So Conor, what is it we're doing here today in Cork?
Olivia, it's good to see you in Cork with GRASSMEN. We're here today with the new 502 range of Claas Jaguar forage harvesters. It's the 900 series, which has the updated engine, which has gone from the V8 MAN engine 16.1 litre to the 16.1 litre straight 6. They've stuck with the engine manufacturer in MAN. They have increased the horsepower by 15 horsepower, but it's given them more litres per cylinder, so that's where they get their extra torque from. To be honest, everyone in the UK and Ireland were sceptical about the fact that we went back straight 6. It wasn't until today, since we drove it, that we've actually discovered that it is powerful. It does have plenty of torque, and it is a match, if not better, than the V8 970.
And where are we today?
Today we're in Bandon, we're in West Cork. We're about 25 miles east of the tunnel with Tony O'Mahony. They'd be a customer of ourselves, I suppose, as long as I'm with McCarthys, which is nearly more than 10 years at this stage, and I'm sure it dates further back than that. So Tony runs a 970. He's possibly on his fourth or fifth one at this stage. So it was he was as you'd say, top of the list if he was to get a demo of the new one.
How do you find, we'll say, that the customers, the contractors themselves, are reacting to the new model?
We actually had one guy who had a 970, went for a 980 for the simple reason he stuck with his V engine. He wasn't keen on going back to a straight 6, so he went for the 980. From today, from driving it, from Tony driving it, I think we're all quite amazed at the fact of how the machine runs. We're going to try get to the guys that have 970s already. We're probably going to see could we get one or two more down this side of the country before we'll head for Limerick. There is maybe 5 or 6 guys in Limerick that run 970s that are potential customers for a new one.
Has there been any changes in the cab? I know you were talking there about the new...
So the cab was a big change. We went to the C-Motion joystick, which is an optional extra. It's in this machine along with the new Seabus touchscreen. Behind the cab we have a new updated chute motor which has a higher torque along with a park brake. So what it allows you to do is when moving the chute, once you take your finger off the control button, it parks the brake, it stops the chute dead, not allowing for slack left and forward and back as such.
Are you confident then that people are going to start moving towards the new 970, or do you think they're going to be moving up to the 980?
Everyone was sceptical, but when they get to drive it, they will see that it is a match. It does have an edge over the V8 970, we've proven that. We've pulled in next to 2 machines so far, and both guys have had the same answer, and that's saying it is a step ahead of what they have already. So it's a case of getting people in the cab, get them driving it. And look, we could talk about all these things forever and ever, but unless they sit and drive it, they're not going to understand the true potential of the straight 6 engine that's in that 970.
And you are able to feel, we'll say, the extra 15 horsepower?
You can feel it, yeah. I think what you can feel more is the torque in it. I mean, you can kill this machine right down to 1700 RPM. The machine will hold, and I'll almost say it's like flicking a switch. The machine just seems to go. It works far better when it's down at that RPM than it does at 2000. It seems to have, it has more bottom end power, more torque. To be honest, we were told about this months ago. As I said, we didn't believe it, but we do now.
Well, thanks very much anyway, Conor, for all your help today.
There was only one thing left to do. It's your turn to drive it.